Okay, fine, I'll do it. I'll actually tackle the monster movie. Being this is the week that Godzilla vs King Kong finally comes out on DVD. No, I'm not going to do a blockbuster movie, calm down. Instead, I ransacked the bargain basement for this. Ape vs Monster, which isn't me doing an elevator pitch for Godzilla vs Kong, but the actual title of this movie. Welcome to Retrospective. Ape vs Monster is a 2021 cash grab of a mockbuster. I should probably explain mockbusters first. Mockbusters are relatively what they sound like. Not parody per se, although some are made to be parody. But mockbusters are tossed together movies, sometimes with a purpose, but a lot of time more of a rebranding. They're more common in kids' movies, with things like Jetlag Snow White, Jetlag Sleeping Beauty, and yet again, Jetlags Alice in Wonderland, just to name a few. Yes, Jetlag Productions made a bunch of these. They're cheaper straight to VHS movies that have a similar, if not the same name as a huge big buster counterpart. Similar enough that your close-sighted nan picks up the wrong film in some sort of bargain bin. But PG films don't get away with it as easy. PG films are just better at copywriting their names. So we have stuff like The Amazing Bulk, Transmorphers and Sinister Squad, which I can't decide if it's a Suicide Squad ripoff or a very late Monster Squad ripoff. Anyway, just like Jetlag Productions, there's a popular name throughout this series too, The Asylum. Film fans hear that name and shudder. But with good reason. Asylum have a back catalogue you'll know by name alone. A few mockbusters, a film called Bound, very creative, 18-Year-Old Virgin, Fast and Fierce, Zombies, which I'm going to have to watch at one point, and probably their most famous project to date, Sharknado, and the X-headed shark, you know, like 2-headed shark, 3-headed shark, 4-headed shark, you get the idea. And oddly enough a Jumanji ripoff called Final Level, with cosplayer and internet person, Jessica Chancellor. I presume they were trying to get Jessica Negri and she just wouldn't sign on. And even then, Jumanji has its own in-universe ripoff, Zathura. This mockbuster on the other hand was designed and named to be a mockbuster. No cheeky name swap at the last minute here. You open the film with a bunch of scientists talking to Eric Roberts. Eric Roberts, what are you doing here? Eric Roberts is listed as an actor in 627 productions, a third of which look like B-movie messes. It's not happening. I'm not watching every Eric Roberts B-movie. A chimp fell down from space, from like a joint US-Soviet space effort, landing in the middle of a desert. When they called it Monster vs Ape, I was expecting a gorilla, but no, it's a goddamn chimp. The CG in this movie reminds me a lot of a game that I used to play called Black and White. Not Black and White the Pokemon, it's a different, you play God, you play as a god. The chimp in this photo looks nothing like the chimp that they just fought. I don't mean like just a different size, I mean they're different colours, I think they're even different types of chimps. What do I look like, a zoologist? Wait, this shot actually looks good. Like, don't get me wrong, the shots in the film aren't bad as long as there's no CGI in the shot. As soon as the CGI gets in the way, it looks like PS1 graphics. Like they've just rendered Donkey Kong out of some game footage and shoved it in the movie. Oh, Monkey Man got a bear. Is he going to become Lizard Man? They said don't touch the green stuff and he's all up in there like touching it. Oh no, there's the monster. There was a shot of a lizard sniffing around before. I just presumed it was an obligatory "we're in the desert" shot. Did that come out the ground or from behind the hill?
Whoa. Does that look like a tail to you?
Nah, that looks like a shadow to me. Did they forget to add the tail? I like this guy. It's not because he looks like me. He'll never get a leg of life. I don't know, there's not many leg jokes out there. These masks don't scream scientist anymore. Okay, big breath. We've just had loads of plot dropped on a lap, so...
The Russians didn't really help in the space program in space, but the Russians are trying to take over the experiment. The green goo that came out of the ship is making the ape grow. The ape's called Abraham. The goo in the alien, but dies after 3 hours. Its biological hosts die slower. The Russian answers, pump all the green goo into an ape.
I can't see anybody in the back of an army jeep without thinking of the beginning of Iron Man now. Godzilla!
It looks like Godzilla, but due to international copyright laws, it's not.
This train has no weight. It's floating through the air like it's 2001: A Space Odyssey. The monster doesn't have a name. I don't know what to call it. The monster? No, that. So I'm going to call it Mockzilla. Crazy Russian lady fights Mockzilla. She's in a helicopter, she's not just fighting it with a stick. Then the budget runs out and Mockzilla yeets out down a hole. The Russian lady suddenly appears next to the American scientists. We don't see her land or anything. Cause budget? Jump cut to the lab. And we're all working in the lab late one night when the guards did see an eerie sight. I'm going to show you the footage of the ape earlier in the movie. He's a big boy. And now he's beating against the window and he shrank. Yeah, it's probably some intern with a rubber monkey glove. But get a bigger glove. Fine then. Monkey Man can't pick a size, or he can pick a size? He keeps changing size basically, and it's not in a plot way. Like, he's not just getting bigger, he's being the size of a plane and then shorter than a wall. Was that the monkey or Mockzilla? The original Godzilla and most of their sequels and remakes and reboots used nuclear waste as their catalyst. In the Toho movies, it was radiation that created the monster. Even the 1998 Zilla movie, as it's now dubbed, pointed towards nuclear waste instead of nuclear testing like the older ones. Even the Warner Brothers Godzilla points towards it not liking nuclear power, aiming to destroy nuclear plants. I think they disrupt his sleep, as if Godzilla is some sort of angsty teen. King Kong on the other hand was just a big boy the whole time. Eve vs Monster points towards this in a sort of floppy arm way. It's the green goo making both Mockzilla and Monkey Man. Not nuclear gunk, but some sort of space gunk, which pulls away from the original message that the film is mock making. But I feel like the nuclear subplot of the Godzilla movies dripped away anyway. And look, I'll admit it, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I enjoyed the 1998 Godzilla movie. Oh shit, there's a movie on! People are just having a little chat, so it's not important. They're not important chats. Sort of going around and around in circles. American woman really wants to keep the monkey boy alive. So far she's yelled at an army dude, the Russian lady, another army dude. And props to the costume guys. Most of the army guys look army. Or as army as I'd know. Although this guy has the weed killer on his back. But the rest look great. We're following the army guys for a bit. I'm presuming not for very long. Cause of that. Chimpy ripped everybody in two. Except Weed Killer Man. Oh, it's a flamethrower. The letter's going after the ape now. We're told this yet again in another board meeting. This guy is still my favourite character. The sign is like, lol, the slime isn't just making them big, but making them into RC cars. Aliens are coming from space. She's really harping on about this fucking monkey. Now to her father. That spaceship does look nice though. The moon, not so much. Stop bringing up your damn monkey! I always wonder how these films get made so fast. It was released the same year as Godzilla Vs Kong. Obviously a film like that is in production for a long time, but even then, both projects probably took about the same time. Maybe not. But these films tend to start production in secret, only getting a name drop a year at most before release. Shooting around Monkey Boy and Mockzilla means there's less stuff to animate of the animals, or animalation, as I like to call it. I probably won't call it that again. Whoa, that shot actually looks good. They've obviously spent a lot more money on the Mockzilla model than the ape. But to be honest, budget and mockbusters aren't always enemies. I've covered Ghoulies in the past, which is a Gremlins mockbuster to an extent. We have some more recent big money mockbusters in my eyes. Some even modelling themselves after the re-popularity of King Kong. Rampage for one. Yeah, the Rock movie with the silver ray. Even though it was based off a video game, one of my favourites when I was a kid, but even though it's based off a big arcade game, it oddly came out feeling like a mockbuster. That's not the only one either. We have
Armageddon, Deep Impact, Turner and Hooch, K9, Ants, A Bug's Life, Zodiac and The Curse of Zodiac, Despicable Me, Megamind, and the countless James Bond and Mission Impossible movies.
No, the only likeable character died. Oh, they're fighting and there's 10 minutes left with credits. Russian lady go bye bye. And we're settling in for a 1 minute fight scene. Before... Oh, rip Mockzilla. You will be missed.
I will remember you.
Oh, and they're shoehorning in an I had faith in you the entire time lesson now? Fuck off. That was honestly the most rushed together piece of thanks for watching, be kind, rewind. Mockzilla. Again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Watch some of the other videos. Again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and watch some of the other videos. It really helped the channel out. I've left an Amazon link in the description for this film. Don't watch it. I'll put the link for Godzilla vs King Kong down there too. I haven't seen it yet, so I'll go watch that soon. Ken's a palette if you like. Enjoy, and I'll see you next Tuesday.